everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. Before we get any further, I do want to give a big thank you to Beetles for sponsoring today's video. And in today's video, I am going to be using the Beetles Tipex Instant Apex Sculpted Acrylic Full Cover Nail Tips. We are going to be applying those. I'm also going to be showing my natural nail prep routine. And then I also saw this really cool cat eye design, kind of like ocean waves that I really want to try. So I'm going to be doing that nail design in today's video. But first, I am going to show my natural nail prep routine, how I like to prep my nails to make my nails last for those 28 plus days or even longer. This is the exact prep routine that I do, and I am just going to be showing that. And then, like I said, we're going to be using the Beetles Tipex, and I have decided to use the half matte square medium. These are sculpted nail tips that make it look like you have a full set of sculpted acrylics with that beautiful Instant Apex. But these are just full cover nail tips that you apply using the Beetles nail glue gel, which makes it super easy. I also did just do a video where I tried and almost did like a full introduction on all of the Tipex Beetles medium length nails, a total of 5 nail shapes. So if you haven't, go check out that video. I will let you all know it was a really hard choice to decide which ones I wanted to use today. I was just going to go with my regular almond, but I decided we're going to use the square medium today. So let's go ahead, jump right in, and I'm going to start off with my natural nail prep. So here is the current state of my natural nails. They do not look terrible, but they are definitely not prepped. If I were to apply nails on my natural nails just like this, they would not last as long because I have not prepped them. I have not done any prep work, and all of my natural oils are still on my natural nail plate. And when you leave the oils or leave cuticle on your nail plate, it is going to lead to lifting. So I'm just going to run through and show everything that I do to get my nails prepped and ready for those long lasting nail sets. And if you are struggling with your full cover nail tips lasting, this is definitely the video that you need to watch and try out this prep routine so that your nails can last a long time and your nails can stay on until you want to remove them and change your nail set. So I am going to go ahead and start off with my cuticle pusher. I like to push back my cuticles using this side, and then I also like to scrape up any dead cuticle using this side of the tool. To help further remove any of the cuticle, I am going to go in with a pair of cuticle nippers and just try to nip up anything that I feel safe to do so. These still scare me to this day. I personally like using cuticle bits on my e-file because I feel like it's a little bit safer and easier for me, but I am going to use these just to try to clean up a little bit because I haven't used these in a while, and I feel like I do have some cuticle growth on there that I feel comfortable cutting with the cuticle nippers. So now that I have went in and cut anything that I felt comfortable with the cuticle nippers, I'm now going to use my e-file with some cuticle bits. I have this one here, which I believe is called like a barrel bit. And then this one, I believe this is the ball bit. These are both cuticle bits, and I really love using them, especially to help get up any of that stubborn cuticle and anything that I don't really feel comfortable getting with the cuticle nippers, because sometimes those can be really scary, especially for beginners. And something when when it comes to doing your nail prep, you really want to focus and take your time on the cuticle, because if you leave cuticle, like overgrown cuticle, on your natural nail plate, it is definitely going to cause lifting. So just be sure that you really are taking your time with this step. So I am going to first start off with this drill bit here. Again, I think this is like a barrel drill bit. I'm not 100% sure on the names, but I do really love this one. And I'm going to keep my drill on a low speed of around 4,000 RPM and just take this around the cuticle to, again, further remove anything. Now, keeping my drill on that same low speed of around 4,000 RPMs, I'm going to take the cuticle ball bit. This one I also like taking up on my skin because it is meant to go up on your skin because of how like gentle it is. It's not going to like cut or damage your skin, but it is going to help remove if you have any like dead skin on your skin surface, just to help like give a much cleaner look in the end once you actually have your nails applied. I'm going to go back in with my cuticle nipper after I use my e-file and just go back through here and just again nip up anything that I feel comfortable getting and that I missed the first time around. At this point, my natural nails are already looking a lot better, but we do have a few more steps. So I am going to remove the shine, the natural shine from my nail plate. I'm going to use a buffer to do this, but you can, of course, also use a nail file or even your nail drill with a sanding band. I'm also going to take this up like near the cuticle to, again, just really help remove that cuticle, because that is one of the main things that is going to cause lifting and for your nails not to last as long if you are leaving any cuticle overgrowth on your natural nail. Now let's take a stiff dust brush to remove all of the nail dust. I'm just going to go through with it being dry first and just remove the nail dust. Then I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol. I'm going to add a little bit onto the dust brush. Then I'm just going to go back through, and this is going to help further remove any of the dust. And then this is also going to help dehydrate my natural nails. You can see that they are starting to get very, very dry looking. And that is exactly what we are wanting to see. Now that I have all of the nail dust brushed away, I am going to be taking the Beetles Prep liquids or prepping liquids. I have the dehydrator and the primer. These are both air dry products. And I'm going to first start off with the nail prep dehydrator. And I am going to apply a coat of this to all of the nails. And this is basically just like the rubbing alcohol. So if you do not have this, you can just use the rubbing alcohol or an alcohol pad. I just like to furthermore go in and use the actual dehydrator. That way I can really make sure to dehydrate my natural nails and really just get rid of all of those oils that are on my natural nails. Now that I went in with a layer of that, I'm going to take the Beetles primer and go in with a coat of this to all of my nails. This is going to prime your natural nails and allow for a better adhesion. If you do struggle with lifting, you can definitely go in with 2 coats of this to see if that helps. When I do my toenails, that is the key hack for my toenails, is to actually go in with 2 coats of primer, because I feel like it really just helps give a strong hold and just make the nails bond so much better. So now that I have the primer applied, I'm going to go in with the Beetles base gel, and I'm going to apply a layer of this to all of my nails, and then I will cure in my full powered nail lamp for a full 60-second cure. And then we are going to be ready to apply our nail tips. Now I will say, I personally would recommend sizing out your nail tips before prepping your natural nails, just because once you are at this point of prep, you are not going to want to be touching anything. You're not going to want to be like touching your clothes or digging in a purse or washing your hands or anything like that, because once your nails are prepped, you want to immediately get those nail tips applied. That way your prep does not go to waste. Now that I have my natural nails prepped, I am ready to get my nail tips sized out. And just to mention again, I would recommend doing this before prepping your natural nails. The reason I do it this way is just like for filming purposes, and because my nail prep, like when I'm doing my natural nail prep routine, that is almost just for like an educational purpose, just to show how I prep my nails, because I actually do go in with just a peel off base coat then. That way it will allow me to easily remove the nails once I am finished filming, because I'm a nail content creator. I have many more nail sets to do. But I have done that nail prep in the past for like going on vacation, or that's even what I exactly do on my toenails. And I can get my toenail sets to last me months. So I just like to show my nail prep, how I prep, but then when it actually comes to it, I do apply a peel off base coat for easy removal. But that is why I do mention that I would recommend sizing out your nail tips first. But now I'm going to go in and get these sized out. So I am using the medium square Tipex Instant Apex nails, and I'm just going to size these and place them here on my palette. So here are my nail tips after I have them all sized out, and I'm now ready to apply them. I just want to say, if this is your first time hearing about the Beetles Tipex Instant Apex, they are beautiful nail tips. And in that full introduction video, I really went in depth showing the quality test and comparing all of the shapes, comparing these nail tips to regular full cover nails. So if you really have not watched that yet, I would recommend going to watch it. But with that being said, there are a total of 16 sizes for these nail tips. And then you can also purchase just the nail shapes, like in little sets like this. They have 3 different like quantities, like you can get the smallest or the largest quantity. And then they also do have more of like a full starter kit that does include the essential or accessory items, like the nail glue gel, file, buffer, nail lamp, primer, dehydrator, that type of thing. So you can choose if you want to get the starter kit. I would recommend that to anybody who's a beginner and who doesn't have those accessories. And then if you do already have the essentials, the accessories, I would just recommend getting the nail tips, and you can choose from a bunch of different shapes and also different lengths as well. So we do have these all sized out. I also do have my little Beetles flash cure light here. I have been loving this one. It's like a little clip that you can clip, and then it has like this little bendable part on it. I have been loving it. And then you just plug it in, and it actually comes with a really long cord too, which is nice. And then the cord just has like a little button on it that you would use to be able to turn on the light. To apply these nail tips, I am going to be using the Beetles nail glue gel, and this would be included in the like starter kit with the Tipex nails, like if you want to get the starter kit, but this can even be purchased individually too. So if you run out of this and you need to get more, you don't need to purchase a whole new starter kit. You can just get the glue gel, which is really nice. So my nail lamp is now plugged in, and I'm ready to use my nail glue gel. This is really nice. It's a thick consistency, and it has that precision point. There is actually like a gap in between my natural nail and the nail tip, because I have like pretty relatively flat nail beds, and there's like a little gap there. It's kind of hard to show, but there is a gap between my natural nail and the nail tip because these nail tips do have that like instant apex design. They have that beautiful C curve. Let me go ahead and grab a pair of tweezers and just show off one of these nail tips just to show truly how gorgeous they are. So here is how the nail tip looks. Let me move this out of the way. These are very beautiful nail tips. I have loved them ever since they released them. Here's like a quick little side profile. You can see like it has that, it's kind of hard to show a little bit. I think once I have them applied, you can see it a little bit better, but it has that very beautiful structure to the nail. And then the cuticle area is thinned out. So when you apply it, you're gonna get that very seamless and flawless transition. And then that apex and like sculpted look really just makes it look like you have a full set of acrylics on and like sculpted nails. And then take a look at that thick free edge and also the beautiful C curve. And then also on the underside even, it does have that pre-etched surface. And just look at that etching. Like that is amazing. You don't need to worry about going in there and chemically etching or even etching with an e-file. It is already done for you. And I will say these are the best pre-etched full cover nail tips that I have ever seen. That etching is just so strong. Like it's going to make your nail tips last, especially if you run through and do those nail prep steps. So these are really nice. And like I was saying, there's a little gap in between my natural nail and the nail tip. So using this glue gel, it's going to perfectly fill that gap. So even if you have super flat nails, you can definitely still use these. Just be sure that you are using the nail glue gel. And honestly, I would recommend this no matter what because it really helps the nails stay on. And then it's also very beginner friendly to use too. So what I like to do with it is just go in and apply a little bit to the nail tip, kind of estimating using that the matted surface or etched surface to estimate where my natural nail is. And keep in mind, this is a thick gel, so you really don't need much. So then I'm gonna turn on my little flash cure light here and go in and apply the nail tip starting at the cuticle and then just slowly lowering until the gel has reached the free edge of my natural nail. Once the gel has reached the free edge and there are no visible bubbles, I will then just hold it in place underneath the flash cure light and do my flash cure. Keep in mind, this little flash cure light, it is just intended for your flash cures. It is not going to fully cure the gel. You will still need a large full powered nail lamp, but I will use this flash cure light to be able to apply all of the nail tips. That way I don't need to keep going in and out of my large full powered one. I'll just apply all the nail tips, doing a flash cure in between. That way they do stay in place. And then once I do have them all applied, I will go into my large full powered nail lamp and do my full cure. And for my full cure, I'll do a full 60-second cure to be sure that the gel is fully cured. So here are how the nails are looking after I'm all finished filing and buffing. And let's just take a quick look at the side profile of these nails. Just look at how beautifully sculpted these are, how at the cuticle area, they are very seamless and flawless. They have that very nice slope to give that very like natural grow out look. And then they also have that very beautiful C curve, that apex, the structure of these nails. Look at that free edge, super thick and sturdy. These nail tips are very strong. Another thing that I want to say, they also fit very comfortably. Even though they are very strong quality nail tips, they still fit very comfortably, which is really nice. Like, I don't feel any pulling or tugging. I don't even feel that they're on my natural nails other than the added length. But these are very beautiful. I am just always so obsessed to look at like the side profile of these nails because I truly think it just looks amazing. Like the way the side profile looks, it truly is just amazing. And then that thick free edge, they look very, very beautiful. You can see that thick free edge. I have some dust underneath my nails, excuse that, but just look at that free edge. That C curve is beautiful, the thickness, and then like the side profile on all of these nails. It truly looks like I just sculpted a full set of acrylics, but I always say, I just applied these, they're full cover nail tips, and I applied them using gel. It was super easy peasy, and they look very nice. These are perfect if you have very flat nail beds and you want that sculpted look. I feel like I have a mix between a curved and a flat nail bed, and these still work great for me. So even if you have curved nails, you probably still will be able to use these, but these definitely are for like those who have super flat nail beds and just don't like the regular full cover nail tips. These will give you that beautiful structure. So now let's do our nail design. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. It's a cat eye design where you basically use some string to create like a little ocean wave, or that's what it looks like. And I couldn't find any string, but I do have some floss. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm hoping I can make it work. It's almost like string. Honestly, I was thinking I could take a pair of like my ripped Levi shorts and take a piece of string from those if the floss doesn't work. That's my next alternative. But I am gonna try the floss first and just see if I can get it to work. But first we need to add our base color on these nails. And for my base coat, I am going to be using this blue tinted glass gel. It's like a blue jelly. And I'm going to be just applying one coat of this to all of my nails because then I'm going to go in with the cat eye gel polish, which I'll be using a silver cat eye. I'm going to try to do that ocean wave design with the cat eye and the magnet, and then I will go in with a second coat of this blue jelly polish. That way I can turn that silver cat eye into a blue cat eye and have it perfectly match this jelly color. So I'm gonna go in with a coat of this onto all of the nails. Again, just doing one coat for now, and then I will cure. So now that I have the blue jelly polish cured, I actually went back and watched the video, and I think that they didn't cure the blue polish. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna take a blooming gel and try using a blooming gel on the nail to see if that works. If it doesn't work, maybe I'll just try it with the blue jelly cured. But what I'm going to do is take my cat eye gel polish. I'm using a silver cat eye. And I'm going to put some of this out on my palette like that. And then I'm going to take a piece of floss. Again, they use string. I'm not sure if this floss is going to work really, but I'm going to try it. Okay, I'm honestly a little scared because I don't think this is gonna work because it's like all, it's not like straight. I don't know how to like make it straight. Oh no, maybe it will like straighten out once I put the gel on it. Okay, so first let's go in with a layer of blooming gel, and I'm gonna keep this very, very thin because I just want it to be a slip layer. I was also even thinking about maybe just using top coat. I don't know, I wish I would have watched the video before I went in with the blue jelly polish. That way I could have just left it uncured. So going in with the jelly, or the blooming gel. Okay, why is it separating like that? Okay, maybe it's okay. I don't know. This is just gonna be a trial nail. I'm then going to place the floss down and I'm going to paint it. Wait, am I even in frame? Okay. This is actually a little more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm going to paint the floss. I think I'm gonna have to probably pull out my ripped Levi's and get some string off of them because, oh no. Okay. And let's lay this down. No, I did not want it there. Oh my goodness, that looks terrible. Okay. I wonder if I were to just get string, if it would work better. I'm gonna go try to get some string. So I still could not find any string, but this from a pair of ripped shorts, like ripped jean shorts, and I just cut it off because this may work. I don't know. I think it may work better than the floss though, because I feel like it's a little bit more bendable. And I'm not going to add on like the blooming gel or anything. I'm actually just going to leave the nail just like this and try it first. So I'm gonna place that string down, and the same thing, I'm gonna paint it with the gel. And then I'm going to place it on the nail. Oh yeah, this is already working so much better. Then I'm just going to pull it. Oh, okay. So that looks kind of good. Like, do I cure? Let me like, that kind of looks good, but at the same time, maybe I should try again. I'll see what I can get it to look like on the other nails first. So let me just do like that same thing, just placing the string down and then pulling it. Oh my goodness, that looks so cool. That one looks a lot better. I'm just going to do them all and then I'll see if I want to redo any of them. This really isn't that hard. The string makes it so much better. Oh my goodness, that one looks so cool. Oh wow, this is awesome. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Okay, so I think I want to redo the index and the pinky. I am, of course, going to go back in with the magnet on all of these nails before curing, but I'm going to remove the pinky and the index just because I didn't like the design, and that piece of string actually got ruined a little bit. Maybe, you know what, I'm gonna magnetize these two nails and cure them. That way I don't mess them up because I do like these nails. So I just want to take my magnet and just make sure I get the design how I want it to look. Now I'll go ahead and cure. Now let's try redoing the index and the pinky. These two nails look really good. I can't wait to see how they look with like the tinted glass gel on top. So I'm just going to add some of that cat eye gel onto the piece of string, and then let's do it like this and then pull. Okay, I think I like that. Let's do it on the pinky. You really can just do any design, really. Like however it's gonna look, I feel like it's gonna turn out awesome no matter what. Okay, again, I don't know if I love those. Why are those nails like Am I just being particular now because I'm thinking this is too easy? I feel like that happens a lot. Like I'll do a design and I'll be like, wait, why is this just a little too easy? Is it turning out okay? Okay. I don't know exactly how they hold the string. Maybe I need, see that looked good, but I think I'm pulling, I think I need to place the string exactly how I am, but then I need to pull it in the other direction. So let's try that. Place it down on the nail, and then I'm gonna pull it this way. Okay, I think I actually kind of like that because it's different looking. It's like different than the other two. No, you know what? We're gonna redo it. This isn't really that hard and it's not taking me that long, so I just want to try to get something a little bit better. Okay, let's place it on the nail and then I'll pull it. Okay, I actually really love that. I love the top of that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one. Now let's see if I can get something on the pinky nail. Place our string down and pull. Okay, I think I actually like that too. All right, let me go in with the magnet and just magnetize these how I want them to, and then I will cure. And now let's go in with our second coat of the blue tinted glass gel. Oh wait. Oh no, you can hardly see it. I wonder if the coloring is just too, the gel is just a little too pigmented. It is a pretty dark tinted glass gel too. I feel like that's like another reason. Okay, I have this lighter blue tinted glass gel. Will this one work? I think this one does work better. It's just a little bit lighter. It's not as dark, but it still matches the base like perfectly. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna use. Those two nails look good, so I'm just going to finish off the other two nails with this lighter tinted glass gel. It's just a little bit of a lighter blue, it's not as dark. And then I am going to cure. I'm now going to go in with my top coat onto all of the nails and then cure this. So here are the nails after I have the top coat applied and cured. I also did do my thumbnail off camera, and I will say that honestly, these did not turn out the best. I don't love them. They were really easy to do, but I feel like I could definitely use some practice with like the string, gel placement, how I pull it. And also, I feel like, honestly, the video that I saw, the like tinted glass gel in the cat eye, like it stood out. Maybe I should have used a little bit more of like a sparklier cat eye. The one that I used, it's a little bit more of like a silk cat eye. And I feel like I don't know how well it's picking up on camera. In person, I can see like the cat eye, the movement, the design, the effect, but I don't know how well it's picking up on camera because in person even it's not the greatest. I do still like these nails, just not my favorite set. Like I said, I could definitely use some practice on like the string pull, but I think it's really cool, and there's like a lot of different designs that you can do with like using a piece of string, dipping it in gel, and then like pulling it. So I think it would be really fun to try again in the future, maybe with like a black background even, or like a white background, and do like some neon colors. I think that would be really cool looking. But I am now going to go in with my cuticle oil. I'm going to apply that to my cuticles, rub that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finishing look for how these nails turned out. I think I'm going to try to go into some low lighting and use my phone's flash to be able to like get the actual effect of these nails, because again, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, and I feel like with the flash, it might pick up the cat eye a little bit better, like that sparkle. I feel like if you were to try to do this, I would possibly recommend using a thicker glitter cat eye. The one I used, it's like really fine. It's like a super silky cat eye, and I think if I use something with a little bit more like glitter fragment in it, I think these could have turned out a little bit better and maybe a little bit more clear. I also again could use some practice with like the string pull, like where to place it and then how to pull it exactly, but I did have fun with this nail set. I also still love them just because they are blue and they're jelly and cute, and then there's like that little effect in there, so I do really like them. Also, just want to give a quick side profile of these nails. I love these Beetles Tipex Instant Apex nails. Just look at the side profile and then look at the like free edge, like that C curve. They are truly gorgeous. Here's the thumbnail. You can see that beautiful like seamless, flawless transition, like that slope going down, giving a very seamless and flawless cuticle, very natural looking. And then we have that beautiful apex and the full-on structure of the nail. And then here's just like the side profile. We have the top view of the nail, and then here's like the other side. And then we also have that free edge. Like, look at that free edge. It's so thick. It has like a beautiful C curve. And again, these nails are very strong. They're very sturdy, but they still have that very comfortable fit, which I love. And then here again, here's just the free edge for these. I'm obsessed, as you guys can tell. And then here's like the side profile. I hope I'm getting a closer look. That's just my cuticle oil there. Just look at these. They are amazing. I'm loving this blue jelly too. I think this is so pretty on the nails. I will have these down below in the description box, along with the other products that I did use in today's video. Thank you again to Beetles for sponsoring today's video. I am also now a Beetles brand ambassador for their Tipex product line. I mentioned that in my previous Tipex video, but I also wanted to mention it in this one. If you haven't watched that previous video, definitely go check it out. I did a full introduction on 5 nail shapes in the medium length of the Tipex Instant Apex nail tips. You do not want to miss out. I did a really in-depth video, quality test, strength test, and shape comparison, along with the comparison to regular full cover nail tips. I really hope you all did enjoy today's video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.